I will put this somewhere. Alright, what's up guys? This is Kale or Mr. Guy 11 from Burning Spartan Production, and I start every single thing I do the same way. Right?
Most likely.
No, I seriously do. I can't, like, go back and check all of my videos.
Every single intro to all my videos are pretty much different.
Yeah, mine aren't.
Because I haven't found one yet.
Well, I mean, like, my intro has sometimes been different, but, like, the thing I say when the video starts is always the same. So, yeah, this is the, Birdcast, random, whatever, butt crap, I don't know. We don't know what we're doing. Because there's no way to organize things with people.
We just need to change the name of this to We Don't Know What We're Doing. Because that's what the name of the first Burncast was.
Yeah, because we don't know what we're doing all the time.
And I wasn't in it.
You weren't in it.
Actually, I haven't been in any yet because the other one hasn't been released yet.
No, I don't even know where it is. I think I still have the audio. I think the file is still saved on my recent things, though. I need to check.
Do you usually lose everything?
Yeah.
I do.
I can't tell you how many times I've recorded something that I was going to put online, and then I didn't have time to upload it. So I'll be like, hey, I'll do it later. And then I go back to find it, and I'm like, where the crap did I put it? Because it's just gone. My computer, it's like I'm fairly certain my computer hides files from me.
There's so many videos that would have been on my channel, but I just lost the footage from it.
Where do you lose it? Do you have like a bin that it just gets stuck in?
No. I record with an iPad because I can't freaking use capture cards even if I can afford one because my computer is a steaming pile of crap. But
I usually want like a shirt. It's just have a steaming pile of crap and just say and have an arrow pointing to it that says this is my computer. I'm gonna look that up. Well, I just want one shirt like that, and then I want another shirt that says and then I found $5.
What happens is when I download new apps and stuff, occasionally it will delete other things to make room for it.
How do you occasionally?
It doesn't always do it.
You spell that with an A? How do you spell occasionally? How do you spell occasionally? A-C-C, and I don't know how to spell, so I'm not going to try, but yeah. How do you spell?
Did you just say A-C-C-L?
How do you spell occasionally?
You just said it was occasionally.
Yeah, you guys should know this by now if you've watched any of my old videos. I spell so many of the freaking titles wrong. I'm sure I've done it on like the last 5 I put out. There's one that I didn't even name. It's named like video record or webcam recording .ava.16 because I didn't name it because I'm an idiot.
I did that recently. I had to make a commercial for a project and I had to upload it to a YouTube account and it was named Untitled AVI. So I had to go searching through a YouTube channel to find that.
Well, yeah, because I know there's so many other lazy people who have just made videos and that's what they're called and they just like, I'll upload it anyway.
My second video ever, I spell things wrong too. My second video ever was supposed to be called Ghost Commentaries and it was called Ghost Cemeteries. I spelled it wrong.
we were in the weight room today and Josie's like, what's in your bag, Vince? And he's like, oh, stuff. And he's like, there's a bunch of cement in it. And I'm like, hold on, cement?
Cement? He sounds like Joe.
He sounds like Pastor Parker. Like, I'm like, how long have you been in this weight room that you start to talk like him?
I don't know, he's got a pretty shallow voice.
Yeah. Shallow? Shallow voice?
Shallow.
Shallow
I think it's pretty shallow. Some shallow water.
Let's stop making fun of accents.
Okay.
We can't just make fun of things on here. Yeah, some guy's gonna show up at my house with a shotgun and go, "Oh, you something." I don't know.
Oh, you bloody smeg pot, you.
I don't think he's gonna be British for the shotgun. They don't know how to use guns.
Bugger! I don't know how to use this.
I just brought it for intimidation. It didn't work because you're British, and I don't fear you.
It's not loaded. Couldn't figure that out either.
What did I say about making fun of people? I said don't make fun of people, and then we started making fun of a British guy with a shotgun.
British people are easy to make fun of, though.
Well, so are we, Gavin. Yeah. We're easy to make. American people are so easy to make fun of because you just say like hamburger, and we're like insulted.
You say hamburger or freaking fat, and we're just insulted.
I saw a sign once online. I'm not gonna say like I actually saw this sign. No, I saw a sign online once, and it said beefy, cheesy, and then Jesus. And I'm like, this is America in one sentence. I'm like, I wish beefy, cheesy, Jesus was America.
That's their list of priorities. That's America's list of priorities. Beefy, cheesy, Jesus.
Yeah, I wish that was our priority. Right now the priority is like beefy, Jesus, equality. But let's not talk about politics either. We have to make a list of things. Our podcast is going to be like, we don't have a list of things to talk about. No, we have a list of things we can't talk about. Well, it's like, we're not going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about, like, accents. Because, I mean, accents are okay to make fun of just because everyone does it. But we can't talk about politics here because I don't know enough like to actually make fun of politics. But that's what I see America as, and just everything has to be equal, and I don't like it.
Oh God, I'm so glad that there's no footage with this because I don't like to sync things. If we in the future do a video podcast, which I'd love to do because it would be way more funny if you could actually see some of the stuff we do.
Me sitting here drawing this.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that a black rose?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, no, but it's cool. There's a thing. Thanks for that segue into that. I made a let me phrase that. I just heard himself. God, freaking moron. I'm going to make, when I get home and get a computer that works right, because my tablet hates me and the computers here are retarded. I'm at school. Anyway, when I get home, I'm making a DeviantArt page. I read it as DeviantArt, but it's actually DeviantArt page.
DeviantArt.
It's probably going to be Mr. Guy 11. No, it's not, because I tried Mr. Guy 11 and it said that's not available. Someone used the name Mr. Guy 11 on DeviantArt. No joke. So it's Mr. Guy 404.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should have done like 101 or something.
No, 404. It's a computer error. It's a nerd joke.
Why not just put Mr. Guy Control-Alt-Delete?
No, it's too many words. I type that all the time. I'm lazy. So yeah, DeviantArt. It should be Mr. Guy, unless someone's taken that, Mr. Guy 404. And I'm gonna be posting just things I draw. Don't expect it to be amazing. It's gonna be like hand-drawn stuff that's kind of lame and with markers. But it's gonna be linked to a fan fiction. Another one of my friends is Josie is writing. When he gets more of it written, it's going to be a link, and there's going to be a lot of info. It'll be cool. There's a lot of lore with it. He's put a lot of thought into it. It's really cool. How much time we spent about he spent about a year and a half thinking about it, and now he's just started writing stuff down for it. And I've spent about 3 months, maybe 2 months, drawing. I guess illustrating stuff about it, which is pretty cool. So like I have a few of the weapons in it drawn and stuff like that, which those are pretty cool because I used the computer to do it, and now I'm hand drawing these things, and I'll try to transfer them onto the computer eventually. But yeah, so be looking for that on DeviantArt, and then be looking for the fanfiction, which will be linked in the DeviantArt, and then also vice versa. Yeah. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
Well, my experience with fanfiction is basically in 2011 when I was 11 years old, my friend and I, Jace, when the game Batman Arkham City came out, which is a great game by the way, you should definitely check it out. When it came out, we decided to write fanfiction. Keep in mind we were 11 years old at the time. We named it Batman Arkham State because it was the next like biggest populated area we could think of. We didn't think about like county or something.
Batman Arkham County.
Batman Arkham County, but it was called Batman Arkham State, and I still haven't finished it. When we started it, we knew how it was going to end before we knew how it was going to start. And
that's how all my stories go. I'm like, this sounds like an awesome thing. I'll put that in there, and then I start writing it, and then I never get to the awesome part I was thinking about.
So I'm in the middle of writing the last chapter, and every chapter was 1 page. And I'm just like, I was halfway through writing it one day, and I was just like, I need to go do something else, and I never finished it. And he's like, it's in a folder in my desk in my house. And Jace had a bunch of pictures drawn for it. I was supposed to write and come up with the story, and he was supposed to draw all the pictures for it because he's a really good artist. But ever since then, because we told a whole bunch of our friends about it, they've been asking, when is that book going to come out? And I've always said it's a working title. It's been a 3 or 4 year long working title because I've just never found time to finish writing it.
So I realize now I'm drawing this and I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Well, it looks like you started out with some sort of curved stick with an arrow. Oh, that's bow.
It's a vine with a. Yeah, you guys.
Oh, I said curved stick. I didn't think of bow.
It's not a bow.
Well,
it's a vine.
It doesn't matter.
It's a thorn. Never mind.
Do it for the vine.
I'm gonna kill you. Don't do that.
No more. I promise.
No more vines.
Do it for the vine.
No, that's something that I will never be involved in. I might be in the future. I might be in vines that you guys do, but I will never have a vine.
I have a vine, but I do not make them. I made one. It was just like this weird.
You should do a vine of us doing this.
Face thing. No, because I don't have my iPod or my iPad with me.
Why don't you have either of those things?
Because I'm an idiot.
Okay.
But I follow a bunch of people. I follow our good, mental buddies, Rooster Teeth.
What we think are our mental buddies, and they have no idea.
They have no idea we even exist.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they might.
Kale's probably going to meet them in a couple of months. I should talk about that.
Yeah, I'm going to RTX, which is kind of cool. I don't even think this will be out before that. This will not be out before July.
It'll take you a while to find the recording, and then.
Well, I can't name these things. They're all named unnamed project, and then they're just in a line, and they don't tell you when they are. The last time I did any recording was the 4th of this month. I don't remember that.
This is a mistake. I'm not mesmerized by the lines again.
Get out of here. Yeah, Ryan has this freaking. I think it's a fetish. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not.
He likes watching.
I don't have a fetish for red bars.
He likes watching bars go up and down. I don't know.
Not sales.
No, not sales bars. He wants those going up. So yeah, I'm seriously gonna look into getting a shirt that says it's just a giant pile of poop that's burning, and it's gonna be my computer.
It's just like, this is my computer. Oh god, the one I saw. I was watching Awu yesterday, and there was a poster that came out that was the map that they used in Minecraft episode 100 to get around Achievement City. Okay, and it's so cool.
Really?
It's like it shows the downtown Achievement City that they built for Plan G, which was actually originally just supposed to be like a 30-second joke
that lasted like almost
is
an entire
now
video.
Over a year, and then it has every single Let's Play that is in Achievement City on it, and it has even obscure things like butts and no glory hole.
No glory. Yeah, they have cleverest. They have clever in the weird way, and I can't talk.
Oh my goodness, man!
Why are my pants there?
That's a. Don't worry. He has shorts.
I'm wearing pants, but I also have pants next to me. They're both mine.
They're both the same pants.
Don't ask how I do that.
He's a magician.
Yep, and now I'm gonna steal Ryan's wallet.
I don't have it. So
nailed it. So I'm so good at this. I stole your wallet before you even had it. See, you'll never get your wallet now.
So how did you like?
Oh yes,
Red versus Blue.
We really should call this the annex of the Rooster Teeth stuff, because all we do is talk about like their stuff and then that's
a typical day at school. We go to a Christian school and all we talk about is Rooster Teeth stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But it's not like we're like walking around wanting to be them. We just want to be involved in videos.
That we do.
But shut up. Ryan, no.
Ever since I didn't know about Red versus Blue until roughly
you were introduced into Achievement Hunter first.
The first Rooster Teeth affiliated video I ever saw was an Achievement Hunter video called Rage Quit Happy Wheels Part 1.
That's the first thing you watched?
That's the first thing I ever
fact
watched.
That you know.
Michael screaming at a screen, and I laughed.
See, like, the thing is, I've been following Rooster Teeth too far back to remember what I first watched, because I know the first thing I really heard about it was we were at school. Yeah, go figure. First time I heard about it was at school. I was in, like, 4th or 5th grade. I think I had to be in 4th grade.
That was ages ago. I would have been in, like, preschool.
Yeah, I was in 4th grade, because I remember I was down in one end of school, and these guys were listening to one of the Rooster Teeth. They were just listening to it. Red vs. Blue episode of Why Were We Here? That's the first thing. That's the very first episode is the first thing I heard, and I'm like, "What are they? What is this?" And I started watching it, and then all of a sudden episode 100 was out. I think I kind of got into it late because I skipped to episode 100 rather quickly.
Not as late as I did.
Because it came out about 2000, and this was
2003 was the first episode of Red vs. Blue.
Really, and I probably was around the first time it was out. But yeah, it was so funny just because I loved the dialogue, and I have a weird brain where I don't know if I want to be a voice actor in a movie or if I want to be directing the movie, because like I love having a camera and recording people doing stuff. But then I realized, if I'm a voice actor, I can direct it too. So that's what I really like doing that. And
I could be a voice actor.
Well, everyone could be a voice actor if they wanted to. It's just having the voice for it. And my favorite part about being a voice actor is being given a role that has to have a different voice. Fantastic. Like I love voice acting a different voice. Like, there's one day in the podcast, I'll have to just start with a different voice and not say I'm there, and just go with it.
You did that in a video recently.
I thought that was an accident, though. Yeah, because I was freaking, I don't know what was wrong with me. My Kerbal Space Program thing, I don't know. It's something about that game makes me turned into this Scottish man. I don't know.
Apparently, Kale just loses his mind every time he plays.
Have you ever played Kerbal Space Program?
No.
No. Yeah, exactly. You don't know. That game is painstakingly, like, it's addicting. You're like, I have to get to the moon. And then you end up on the moon and you get your little Kerbal stuck there and you're like, well, how the frick do I get back? I just crashed my spaceship. I just can't say crashed.
Well, I mean...
Like, that video, I don't know what possessed me to think, I'm going to try to land this thing. Because it's a rocket. It's supposed to leave orbit. But I'm like, nope, not leaving orbit.
You did try to land it and it did not work.
No, hey, I lived. That was the goal. My Kerbal lived, and I'm happy about it.
But your spaceship lived in many pieces.
It started exploding randomly. I still don't get that.
That didn't make any sense.
When that happened, I'm like, what the frick is going on? I thought my Kerbal exploded. I'm like, was he carrying some C4 on him on this trip? What was he trying to do?
And then he just freaking...
I was afraid he was going to die. I was seriously like, he better not die after he got out of the ship. I was going to be mad.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Sorry, I got distracted by it. I thought I saw a car drive by. There was nothing now. That's
he
weird.
gets distracted by things all the
time. I can't believe I'm still doing this while drawing.
I don't know.
I haven't stopped one of these tasks. I've been doing both of them.
I don't understand how you do stuff like that. I've seen you do that before.
What?
Where you're talking but working on something that's that detailed and somehow you're still doing it without messing up.
I don't know. I can game and talk with people easily.
Well, I can do that,
but you barely.
Well,
if you watch your videos, you're like, you're either the most like calm human being ever, or you're not talking.
But Kale and I are polar opposites with gaming, though, because
I actually raged a little bit the other day. I was playing a game called what's it called? I can't remember now.
A game.
I can't remember what the game's called. Anyway, that's beside the point. Something. Anyway,
that's beside the point. I'm going to keep thinking about it.
I'm going to keep... See, now I'm thinking about three things now. I'm thinking about doing this, talking this. But anyway, I was playing it, and the way the game works is it's like a third-person fighter, or like third-person, like... I don't know how to word it.
It's a PC game.
Yeah, it's a PC game. It's a third-person, like, fighting game, but at the same time you're doing that, someone else could be playing a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter, and it's also a MOBA. So put that together. That's what I was playing. And the way the hitboxes work is they're very detailed hitboxes. So you can't be relatively close to someone like almost on them, but not quite, and get the hit. No, you have to hit them. There's no leniency here. So I'm trying to punch someone, and I am missing, and I'm like, but they're right there. But no, I'm like that little bit off, and they smack me with a giant hammer because they have a giant freaking hit radius, and I'm punching. So that was fair, and I lost, and I got mad. And that's me raging, pretty much. I was like, my rage, the amount of my rage pretty much gets to, come on! That's about it. If I go like that, that's when I'm about done playing the game. And then, because then I get yelled at from my family to shut up, because I'm loud.
My rage, if I rage at a game, it once again, is quietly, because I have so many, I play video games down in my basement, which is not finished, and...
it echoes.
It does. And the boards in between the floor,
even where
the ceiling of that room, and the carpet is really thin. So if I yell,
even where we game is completely opposite. You game in your basement.
I do,
and I'm in the freaking living room of my house.
See,
like for some reason,
I used to be in the living room, which would have been even worse.
Yeah. No, let's not.
I'm in my basement that's got a cement floor and wood and
what?
walls.
Do you have a couch down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It has furniture down there and a desk that I have my TV on, and my PlayStation, but it's just freaking...
I'm so close to being done with this.
He's almost done with his weird rose thing.
Shut up. You don't know. You don't know what it's about.
What? I was going to ask you this the other day. What do you think our first Let's Play will be in?
Probably Minecraft.
I was going to say, it's either Minecraft or like Loadout or something like that. Something that's...
We are not playing Loadout.
We can play Loadout.
Not playing Loadout.
Yeah, we can play Loadout.
No. I've seen gameplay of that. It's so freaking stupid.
We can play Loadout.
It's free. That's the only bonus to it, is it's free.
It's free to play.
Yeah.
Is TF2 free to play?
Yes.
Alright, we'll play that.
But it's also like 20 gigs, so...
Never mind.
Yeah, we're not downloading TF2.
We could play... So it's probably going to have to be a PC game, which is the one thing that...
Yes, because I'm not buying an Xbox. It's cheaper to buy everyone a PC game and then play on their PC.
Exactly.
Except for you.
Except me.
So you have to buy you a new computer.
Yeah, I'm not.
We're not doing that. Well, I'm not doing that.
I know I'm getting a new computer at some point.
That's nice. When? Next year?
I don't know. I get
like I literally came home one day.
Actually,
I look over at my computer desk, and our computer's gone, and there's a new computer there. I walk in the house. I'm like, because I went over to a friend's house for the night. So I left the night before at about 5. Got over to his house. Got home the next morning at 10, and there's a new computer in my house. And I'm like, what's this? And my dad's like, oh, we got a new computer. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Is it a good computer? And he's like, I don't know. The guy said it was okay. And I look at it. I'm like, this is like 8 times better than the computer we just had. And finally, I'm actually good at gaming, because the computer I had before made me suck at gaming because of how slow it was, processor-wise and graphics card-wise.
That is why I do not play PC games.
And I'm speaking Greek to Ryan now.
Yeah, because I have not.
Yeah, the processor was literally tripled. It went from a dual core to I think it actually went to a quad core, so it doubled. My processor doubled. My graphics card got 16 times better. So it went from a NVIDIA GeForce to a ATI Radeon. That's a big jump anyway, because a GeForce to Radeon Radeons are higher end. And it's a high-end card. It's about maybe 6 from the top, and probably actually 8 to the top now, just because it's been a couple years. But so it's just a major boost. I went from not being able to play PlanetSide at all on lowest settings to being able to play it on all medium settings. So like,
well, I mean that's a pretty big jump, I'd say.
Well, it's not playing it at all on the lowest settings, lowest resolution, to playing it on 16 by 1080 resolution, and all settings are on medium, which is it's very low, medium, then it's high, and then very high. So
yeah, seriously, I wonder if Tyler's still here, because if he is, we need to...
He's not.
He's not?
No, he's not here. But his computer, the specs on his computer are mean. Like, I'll have to put those up once, because they'll just make you sad about yourself.
Well, Tyler, I saw his computer room, like, the first time I went over to his house, and I was like, my God, man, you're the luckiest human being on earth. You could do anything.
He could pilot the freaking, like...
He could pilot an unmanned drone from his house.
He could. He's got all he needs is the wire, and he can get that. I'm fairly certain you can buy those wires.
You think they're wired?
Well, no, you need the wires to, like,
send
the signal out. You need the antenna. Sorry, not the wire.
I was gonna say there's like a really long extension cord.
Yeah, if you don't have a long enough extension cord, you can't fly a drone because you can't power it. You need
the terrorists just walk outside with a pair of wire cords.
No, the drone goes down, and and then the Israelis win. We're not fighting them, are we? I just started World War IV.
The Israelis?
No, I don't know.
No,
they're friends. We hug them, right?
I don't know. All I know is that we're not fighting them.
Did we? We've been talking for 20 minutes. I don't know. There's how many topics have we covered here?
Not many.
Not enough. Not enough for 20 minutes. We've been... Sorry, focused.
Well,
I was going around a corner. I needed to think.
I do have actually a question for you.
About?
If...
Oh God. This is scary. I don't like questions.
No, it's about technical stuff.
Like, do I need to pay you for? Am I gonna get paid for this?
I want to ask you a question because of the fact that I know that we're gonna have Let's Plays, and I want to promote that through the podcast.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, how soon do you think we will be able to do console Let's Plays?
Consoles. Well, let's see. I've got this trip to pay for, which is like gas and a hotel room, and then merch there. So, like, probably not within this summer.
Well, yeah, but
after this summer, I'm going to get my job again and have more hours because I don't have school for half a day. So I'll hopefully be able to...
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're a junior, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Thank you for telling everyone how great I'm in. And now knowing that I should be way smarter than I am.
I'm in 8th grade.
Yeah.
There, you all know.
We all know. Which they all being whoever I put this up on the internet and sees it, which is like no one.
Anybody who is on the website and is updated.
I think I can post the audio directly to the website, but I have not tried that. Do I have my? I don't have. Wait, hold on. Ryan, talk. I have to check my locker.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull Ryan. Oh no, I fell down.
Well, I don't know if that was heard in the audio, and I'm not checking that, but what he just.
I grabbed my coat.
He had to grab his coat.
My USB drive's in there, and I want to throw this audio file on it as soon as I'm done.
USB.
Alright, I'm back. Can you hear me better? I don't have to yell now.
No, yeah. Torch.
It's my torch.
Safety torch. Oh, that was bright.
It's a little LED light. That's something. Okay, so yeah, so probably after this summer, probably next year, because we'll all be older, smarter, hopefully. This summer, I'm gonna spend this entire summer learning how to use video editing, audio editing, how to make things sound better, how to make things. That's what I'm gonna work on all this summer, is just learning the logistics of all that. That's probably not the correct term for that. So I'm also gonna learn terms that are better than logistics.
Well, I mean, I guess we could, like, use just the Xboxes that we have available to our group in the meantime.
Well, we've got, like, yours, right?
Mine is a PlayStation.
And then we don't have yours.
No, we would have Josie's, Tyler's. He's got 2.
Tyler's got 2.
But one of them, I guess, doesn't read discs, though, does it? So we'd have 2 there. Caleb's 360, which he doesn't even use anymore. I could probably get that off him.
Yeah, well, because he has Xbox One now.
He has an Xbox One.
Michael has an Xbox 360 and a One.
4.
So we're using 360s, right?
We could use Xbox Ones if we want. We would have 3 of those if Michael has one.
Michael has one, yeah.
So that's 3. Because Caleb's got one. Josie's got one.
Ryan, we won't have golf practice tomorrow.
Okay.
You heard it here first, folks. No golf practice tomorrow.
Okay.
No golf practice tomorrow.
Remember to tell your mom about the one Friday.
And Ryan's also telling his mom about one.
You're supposed to be nicer by Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, weather report. No golf practice tomorrow, guys.
Let me see. So we would have 3 Xbox Ones if we wanted to use those, which would probably be really fun to do.
If I'm going to get a console, it's going to be an Xbox One.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get next time I upgrade, which will be soon, hopefully.
Are you saving for it, or what?
I am. Actually, my brother and I are going to put our money together, because he's like freaking money bags. He's got like a $400 in his savings account.
You go buy one now by himself. That looks freaking awesome.
It does.
Oh,
it's way better than I thought it would when he started.
That looks fantastic.
You need to take a picture of that and put it on the website.
Dude, like I said, I'm posting it on DeviantArt. Mr. Guy 404. I was gonna 401. See, is there anything else I can do with these purple? Why do I have 2 purple markers and 2 blue ones?
All right, I need to get back on track. Who else would be in the group that would have a 360?
Not me.
Not you. So we have Josie's, Tyler's, Caleb's, Michael's.
That's pretty much it, I think.
That's it. So we would have 4 360s.
That's
3
4
ones.
people playing a game, which I'm okay. Well, then we can have split screen.
Well, split screen.
No, we won't do that.
That's a bad idea. Just trust me.
I'm so used to playing split screen though, from when just growing up, because I
hate split screening.
Yeah, because you kids.
No,
have grown up never playing split screen.
I've played split screen all my life. Too.
I make Josie and I think we talked about this once on a video we did, or a recording we did, of Josie and Tyler playing a freaking N64. Okay, I am only like 2 years older than those guys, and the skill gap between the N64 and them for me is massive. Because I can pick up an N64 controller and go, oh, I got this. Give me a game to play. I can play it. I give them an N64 controller with one of the easiest games I can play, and they're trying to eat it. I mean, Tyler gets hungry sometimes.
Well, I did the same thing when we had the game night, when we were setting up for it, and I had never played an N64 before at that time, and I didn't realize you had to hold the middle bit, the tail that comes down. And I was trying to hold on to either side and move my thumb.
You're an idiot. And you look at it and you're like, the joystick's in the center. You'd hold the joystick. That's your initial response. And then you got it. And then you're like, well, what buttons do I need? Okay, switch here, switch here. I'm doing hand things. People can't see that.
Okay, I'm stupid. But
no, that's never evident with you trying to play the freaking N64.
Well, when I tried to play the N64, it wasn't pretty though. Because I got my butt kicked at Mario Kart.
In all fairness, the Mario Kart on the N64 is a bit difficult to play because of how it is, but it's still fun. Okay, there we go. I think I'm done.
Yeah, but then the other thing I was going to talk about with the 360s and the ones.
So my initial idea for the Rose was not near as cool as that.
Okay, so the other thing I was going to talk about with the 360s and the ones was capture cards, because Tyler was going to ask for one for Christmas.
Yeah.
Josie was.
We kind of are.
We are? I think Josie was. Caleb was.
Yes.
So that would be 3. And then...
We're gonna everyone for Christmas is just gonna get capture cards, and it's like, all right, what games do we got to play? Oh, all the old games from last year because we didn't get any for Christmas.
I could be in charge because I don't have a PC that can use a capture card.
You don't. No, I was gonna see your iPod. Your iPod does, but that's not true. My PC, we probably can do a lot of like the recording through my PC because my PC can take all the audio from that.
Yeah. So audio.
Something I want to get is a new audio card because I've realized. I'm so worried about my graphic card, but my graphic card's fine. I don't need to worry about that, unless I want to start doing 3D animation programs.
Like you said, it's like an ATA.
It's an ATI Radeon. It's not that. It's like a 67, 68 or something like that.
I know not PC.
You know not a lot of stuff.
PC is what I don't know. Mac, I know.
I need what I really want. I need to. There's so many things I need to do to my computer. The main thing I really need to do is get a new processor. A new RAM, because I think I only have like 4 gigs of RAM. I need a double. I need to get 8 gigs of RAM, and then I need to get my processor up from like whatever it is to like a 6 meg or 6 gig processor, so I can actually render 3D animations. Because I need to learn how to do that as well.
Do you think Josie would, after a certain amount of time, he would just let me have his 360? No. I no joke. I thought Michael was gonna do that. When he got it last October, he still has not offered it to me. So I'm like, there's no way he's giving me the 360. There's no way. I'm going to try and get an Xbox One anyway, though.
Well, yeah.
So, because if you and I can get Xbox One, then that would be 5.
And then
which would be more than enough to go Let's Plays.
Yeah.
And you can...
Hold on, I'm going to touch up the picture.
You can get footage from those, but it's only 5 minutes of it. So you would have to pause... From Xbox, you can, like say, Xbox recording will record.
We're not doing, no, there's no way that
you'd have to splice together like 50 5-minute clips.
No.
It would be absolute torture.
That's like 250, that's over 2 hours.
Yeah.
55-minute clips, that's like 200 some minutes.
That's, yeah. That's roughly 3 hours.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm not setting to play a game with you guys for 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I mean, I was, relativity, I was just saying you're going to have to cut a bunch of 5-minute clips together.
Yeah, I do most of the editing, too. I'm not doing that.
I'll do editing. I can edit. I just did it for, like, a month on one video.
The fact that it took you a month to do one video.
Well, hey, it was my fault. It was because either Joe, Anna, or Mr. Steinmetz wasn't happy with it, and I had to redo it.
Yeah, well, they're kind of picky. Like today, Steinmetz walks in just as I'm spinning around from the computer because I'm downloading something. So I'm like, I don't need to work on that. I can just go do something else. I spin around and he's sitting there. He goes, "You were going to turn around and mess around because but then you saw I was here." I'm like, "No, I was just turning around." Hey, people not leaving school.
An extremely suspicious man. He's like always. I can't ever figure out whether he's joking or telling the truth.
There was some time where he asked someone a question and I'm like, "Serious?" It confused me.
Hey, that happened to me a couple minutes ago. We were talking about football and basketball for next year.
Yeah.
And he's keeps trying me to get me to play football. And I'm like, no, I don't want to.
And what do you say?
And he goes, "You could be the next up and rising star quarterback for this school." And I said, "I know." Just because, he goes, "You know?" And I said, "Don't you?" And he goes, "I don't know."
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, what are you saying?
No, I understand.
He tried to. He's like, so there's no. He's like, "You're going to be a senior next year, right?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." He's like, "And there's no way that you want to have football on your career for high school at all." I'm like, "No." He's like, "Do you not like the people in the class?" I'm like, "Well, no." He's like, "Is that why you don't play?" I'm like, "No, the reason I don't play is because I don't like the sport. I just don't like the people either, and it really helps keep me away from it. That way I won't play just because."
I feel like you just don't like people in general anyway.
I don't.
But
I like
certain people.
Yeah, it's... What was it? Who was I talking to? I was talking to someone. We were trying to figure out, like... I was at this IT Olympics thing, which is a lot of sumo robots, which was really fun. But, like, I was sitting there... I was standing there watching this group of, like, maybe 10 people work on a robot. And I was listening to them talk. And I was focusing on my thing, but I was listening to this group away from me talking. And I was just hearing their conversation. And I'm not even sure what their conversation was. All I heard is that they were saying words. And I'm like, I want them to stop talking. Like, I wish they weren't talking right now. You know, like, can they just not be? Can we send them home? Can we send everyone in this building home, please? I just want to sit here by myself.
I have that problem, except I understand what they're saying. Like, I hear their entire conversation. I hear everything that they're saying.
I got to the point where I don't want to listen to people.
That happens a lot in baseball stadiums because, like, you watch a baseball game on TV and it's just this, like this rumble of noise.
But then you're sitting there and
if you sit there, you can hear 3 or 4 conversations at the same time and you can pick out every single word, and it's so annoying. You just want to throw a drink up in the air and hope it lands on them.
You're just like, oh, sorry, I was trying to catch a ball.
You just want to throw something and...
I literally, if I ever go to a baseball game, which I don't, no offense to you, I don't like baseball. Okay? I don't like sports, to be honest. Like, the only sport I like, I will run track. I don't like it. I'll run it, though, because I know running is good for building strength. And I like soccer because I'm somewhat European. I'm just annoying. Soccer's fantastic.
No, I can't stand it. it's like it's worse than like lacrosse.
Lacrosse is brutal. If I sit at a baseball game, I will hold a full drink of ice water. I'll have like 3 of them next to me, and just sit there and hold them. And as long as there's ice in there, I'll hold it. And then as soon as I see the ball fly up in the air, I'm just gonna toss it like I'm trying to catch it. Even if the ball is not gonna land near me, I'm just gonna toss it up and hope I pour it on someone. And that's going to be my entire day. Because then as soon as I'm done with that, I'll pick up the next one and wait. And then I'll jump and I'll throw it the other direction. And I'll hit some more people. And I'm just going to douse people with water at friggin' baseball games.
To be honest,
try to catch a ball.
To be honest, at baseball games, half of the entertainment is the guys that sell stuff that walk around.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff that they say is just off the wall. One time my dad said that he was at a Cardinals game a long time, like in the 80s, I think. And he...
when people were cool.
There was a guy that was selling Budweiser. and he walked up and down the same aisle for 3 hours, yelling, "I got cold beer right here with a bendy straw." And he said the same thing over and over again.
With a bendy straw.
He sold like 50 bottles, and he would have to keep going back and forth trying to get more beer. He had to leave a couple of times to go to a concession stand to get more.
See, like... That's funny, just because of the bendy straw. Because if you were like selling Dr. Pepper with a bendy straw, it'd have been the same funniness.
It's like, and then I found $5. It makes everything better.
It does. And then I found $5.
Oh, no. I laughed so hard when you said that, though.
I can't do the eye in the peanut right now. My head hurts.
Oh, I'm
There you go. See, my voice isn't that high anymore.
Mine isn't either.
So here's something I have not talked about, which is strange, but I guess I've never had time to talk about it. Stop looking at it. Stop it. He keeps trying to peek at the red lines. You pervert. Oh, that's weird. No, but that kind of makes sense onto the topic I'm going to. I don't know if I'll have a podcast kind of separate with like me and like a few other people, or just me and like someone who does not get anime at all. But I want to talk about anime because we might do this then. But Ryan and I will be like the only two on the podcast ever, and then occasionally it's like there won't be the group of us and the podcast. No, it's going to be Ryan and I with guest people coming in constantly.
That is probably because Josie probably doesn't like doing podcasts.
Josie wouldn't mind. He's just not good at talking about things because he gets angry about it. He gets angry about everything. Tyler would probably do podcasts, but
he'd probably be funny on a podcast.
Yeah. His voice gets so weird sometimes. He'll just go, "Arr!" And I'll be like, "What did you just say?"
Quit messing around.
That, yeah. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna hold that thought, but I'm gonna finish what I'm saying about anime. I watch a lot of anime. Okay, I pay $6 a month at Crunchyroll, so I can watch as much anime as I want, pretty much.
I love the name of that.
But you put my flashlight down.
No,
make it flash.
Flashing.
No. Really?
Yes. It's
a flashlight. It actually is saying SOS. It's Morse code. But anyway.
I know.
Yeah. But I watch a lot of anime, and I just like talking about it because you can have so many funny conversations when it comes to anime. So I might do something like that either by myself when I just do reviews, or with someone like Ryan, and we'll watch an episode of an anime, and then as we're watching it, we'll talk about it. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know what kind of rules.
Well, copyright rules might be a problem with that. You'd have to get permission from the.
Yeah, so I don't know about that. We might watch it, but won't show it, and we'll just talk about it.
You have to like play audio or something. You have to have.
I think the audio will be copyrighted though, because there's sometimes music. So I don't think I can do audio. So we'll just listen and talk about it, which I think that'd be hilarious because most of it's subbed. So most of what I watch is subtitles.
At the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, and they'll see the subtitles, and all they'll get is the subtitles, and then we'll get
the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
Let's do it. I like that idea. Dude, I need my notebook. I'm ready.
The only one that I see getting permission to do would be Ruby, because they would be easy to email.
Yeah.
But the rest of mine, I have no idea.
What the frick would we call that?
Anime shenanigans? Or shenanigans?
Shenanigans? Hey, I can't spell, so we'll just call it shenanigans, because then I can spell it differently every single time.
No, that's going to change several times before that comes out.
Yeah, that won't be called that when it's actually out. I'm just going to write down
You're literally hearing the birth of Burning Spartan Productions. You have not thought about anything.
Yeah, this is like the first time I've ever thought about this, but just like, because there's some animes I watch where I myself, who've been watching animes for a long time, am like, what the frick am I watching this for? And it's like, I watch the weirdest type of animes, because they all have to be some kind of comedy, which is weird for an anime, but they're not just comedy. Most of them, which this is going to make me seem like a weirdo, they're like comedy romances, but it's never just like, never mind, I'm not going to go there. But anyway, so that's what, I'll stop. But they're just like the weirdest things. So having someone like Ryan, who has no experience watching animes, to throw him into one of these shows, he would just be completely lost. And not only that, but they're an anime, so they're 99% of the time this Japanese anime. Their storytelling type is weird, and the way they have their like family relationships set up is weird. So I can't wait till we do this. Dude, what are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend?
What are you doing this weekend?
I have no idea.
I don't have anything to do this weekend until
whatever it is. I probably can't say it over podcast.
No. Okay.
This will probably come out ages after this weekend, though.
Yeah, that's true. But no, seriously, like I actually want to. I'm getting my phone.
Podcast tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay. This weekend is I work Friday.
You actually want to do this?
Yes, I want to do this. What are you doing the 3rd? That's this Friday.
3rd? I have no idea.
That's this Saturday.
Saturday? Probably not.
Okay, where do you live?
I'm definitely not staying over there.
No, okay, well, we'll talk about this later then. But no, I will come, I will pick you up, and we will go back to my house and do this. This sounds like it'd be awesome. I just want to see. I literally the only thing I have in my head is Ryan trying to watch an anime.
The only anime that I can even watch is Ruby, but that's not even classified as an anime.
It is actually. It's considered an anime. It's a 3D anime. It's one of those weird like we don't know what this is.
Where there's just shadows as pedestrians.
That's them because they do that in like animes I watched, but they're 2D animations. They'll still just like shadow out all the people. That's a common thing in anime.
Because I didn't get why Monty did that.
Yeah, that's a common thing in anime where like the main characters are standing there, and you see all the pedestrians, and it's just a bunch of shapes. There's one anime where, no joke, they shaped out trees. They're like, the animator's like, we don't want to animate in trees. The trees are a black or a pink shape that looks like trees, and they're standing in between them. And that's what they did.
That's weird.
It was really cool though. Because I'm like, you see it and you're like, that's not poor quality, that's them being clever and saving themselves
they're just
time.
Geniuses.
Yeah. No, seriously, what are you doing Saturday?
I don't know.
You need. When your parents get here, I'm going out to talk.
All I know is that I have a golf meet on Friday, and then I'm done.
Well, I have work on Friday, so I can't take you up then anyway. But no, I'm coming out to talk to your parents when they get here.
Okay.
I'm asking them about this.
My mom will be here, like...
Good, I'll ask her. Does she wear the pants in the relationship?
It's 4:17. It'll be like 20 minutes.
Okay. No, seriously, like, is she the one who makes, like, final decisions?
Usually.
Okay.
My dad just doesn't give a crap
about anything. Sounds like my dad. My dad's like, I walk into my dad, I'm like, Dad, can I go to Texas this summer? And I'm like, I'm turning 18 in the fall. I'm like, can I go to Texas this summer? He's like, how many days? I'm like 3 days? He's like, yeah, sure. He's like, you got the money to get there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you got a car? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you can go. I tell my mom, and she's like, why do you need to go to Texas? I'm like, because I want to. Like, I also want to get my passport, woman. I say I want my passport, and she goes like white. And she's like, what do you need your passport for? No, not like she's angry. She's like, what do you need your passport for? I'm like, 'cause maybe I want to leave the country. But I don't think I can do that till I'm actually 18. Or I get both my parents' permission, which there's no way she'd let me leave the country. Because she's afraid I wouldn't come back.
You probably wouldn't.
I'd be like, I'm going to live somewhere else. Where? I don't know. Wherever this plane takes me.
I was blindfolded when they bought the tickets. I have no idea.
See, that's something. There's actually a thing going on the internet where people are like, all right, here's the thing to do. Okay, go to the airport, find the cheapest ticket you can buy you to the furthest place away. Go there. And it's like, that sounds like an awful idea. Because you're going to pick it up and be like, wow, Topeka, Kansas. Let's go. No.
Topeka, my dad used to live in Topeka, and
really?
He said, but he was little. Like, he said there were 2 tornadoes that happened when he was there. And he lived on an Air Force base.
Oh, lovely.
Because his dad was in the Air Force, and he...
I'm going to the Air Force.
they had to leave their house while a tornado was ripping across the runway.
Nice.
And it was muddy outside, and he was wearing tidy whities, nothing else.
Well, then he's done. It's like, did you crap yourself?
Slipped in the mud, like face planted in the mud on his way back after
the tornado had passed,
having hit at somebody's house, I think.
Oh, okay.
And he was on his way back into his house and did it again. He did it twice.
Oh,
he actually did it once on the second time. There was a tornado too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
it's like he's like, all right, I gotta remember that spot. Oh crap.
Well, he was like 3.
Oh well. So how does he remember that?
Because it was a tornado. He wasn't gonna forget that.
I can't remember stuff when I'm like 7. I have a horrible memory of the past. It's weird. Like I've been working at my job. I work at Hy-Vee, by the way. I don't like saying that. I've been working there since November. Okay, it is April, May. It's like May now.
I don't know.
It's like May now or something. I think
it's still April for like 3 days.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I worked there. I still don't know people's names. I'm terrible. Like I know.
So you're not one of those helpful smiles in the aisles.
Oh no, I don't even want to help my fellow employees.
Oh,
I'd rather be like, we have like a can sorting room, and like they asked me to go in there to help, and I'm like, my manager asked me, and I'm like, yeah, I'll help you out. You're a nice manager. Like the managers are really nice. Okay, like you're one of the assistant managers. I'll do a favor for you. I go in there, and then there's other people in the room.
So you guys have rights coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, will you make sure these lights are off when you leave?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't forget.
I forgot once.
That must be the morning when Mr. Wilson says, the hall lights are on.
There's teachers.
Yeah, that's probably me. I forgot once.
Teachers.
All right.
Last one's out. Shut 'em off.
Yep.
All right.
It's gonna be me. I'll forget again. Okay, so let me finish that. So like, I go into the can room to help people out, and there's like another guy there, and he goes, "Kale," and I go, "I don't know your name." I don't do that. I go, "Yeah, it's me," because I don't know his name. And then I start working, and he's like, "All right, I need you to do this." I'm like, "Okay," and I start doing that, and the whole time I do it, I'm like, "I want to throw these cans at your head."
You have that too?
Yeah, because like the way it is like the boxes where the cans go are all along the wall, so I'm just tossing them, and then he yells at me when I do that. So I'm like, I'm gonna freaking throw these cans at you, and then I'll throw them closer. I'll get closer and I'll keep throwing them because it's more fun to throw them. I'm like, this job sucks. Let me enjoy it. So I start throwing them closer, and he goes, "No, just dump them in there," because I've got a tray of all the same type. He's like, "Just dump them in there. It saves time." I'm like, "But I dump them on you." And then the last straw is when I just want to shove like the beer bottles we get. I'm like, I'm just gonna shove this either down your throat or up your butt. You're gonna choose. But I can't say any of these things because he will fire me.
That's true.
So I keep my job.
Which Hy-Vee do you work at?
The one on West Broadway.
Okay, not the one I live next to then.
No, you live over that side of town?
Yeah.
Okay, I know where that is. Now I know where your house is.
Nah, you don't.
I can figure it out.
You'll never find it. There's
no
way. I bet you don't even know the place where I live exists.
No.
I can guarantee you've never been there.
Getting over... Okay, so... This is kind of going back a bit. Okay, on the... prom got over. Yeah, okay?
That was a fun night.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna keep this as vague as possible, just so that like I don't have to explain myself anymore. Okay, prom on the way to that side of town. Okay, yeah. It's literally go over there. So I'm giving him directions, but okay. So I drive, take a left, go straight a bit, for a while, maybe like 5-6 minutes. Take another left, get on the interstate, drive, get off the interstate. You're there. Okay, that's pretty much it. It's about maybe a 10-minute trip. Not difficult. I'm like, I know where I'm going. I practiced this route in my head because I needed to get there. Well, the person sitting next to me in the car said, no, I go there all the time. Go this way. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm not going to be wrong, so I'm going to follow you. And then if you're wrong, I'm not in trouble. So I start going the way she tells me to go. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I just passed the turn I was going to take. She's like, this is a way better way. I'm like, if you say so. So I turn, I head down that way. I take the same exact route I was going to take, only not on the interstate. So it took twice as long. And I'm like, I could have done the same thing on the interstate. I'm like, I knew where I was going.
That's funny.
So I'm never taking that way again.
So,
yeah. And then on the way back, I'm like, you know how to get to your house? And she's like, yep. I'm like, okay, good. I don't know how to get there from here.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it was good.
But I can guarantee you don't have any idea. But
so like, let's say we're at a place and I turn right. Am I on the way there?
We're at what?
If I'm at a place and I turn right, am I on the way there?
If you're at what place?
Just at a place there on that end. If I go right.
If you're on that end of town and you go right.
Facing
which way?
Forward. I'm facing forward. I'm headed to town.
I
turn right. I'm on the way to your house.
North, south, east, or west?
What?
North, south, east, or west? Which way are you facing?
I'm facing upside down. I'm facing up.
Upside downness?
I'm facing up.
North.
That's how you get to. As you know, that's how you get to Europe from America. You go up and to the left. You're at Europe. That was Nah, I don't even want to talk about that.
I guess so.
This is literally. I wrote.
Do you know what definitions is? Nope. Nope. You don't have any idea.
No.
You have no idea.
Man, this looks way cool. Like, this looks really cool. And this looks like... I wish I could do the whole side thing around.
Man, I wish you could see this. It's riveting.
It's really cool. Look, DeviantArt, friends. I want people to be the first views. What if I could just post audio on YouTube and have a funny picture?
You can.
The whole time, it's just a photo.
You can, actually.
I'm going to do that. And then people just listen to it.
And then you get to upload it to the website via YouTube video.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's way easier.
That's not because I can just throw this audio.
So I think you can do it. Like if you put it.
I'll throw this audio into Movie Maker and just slap an image on there. I don't know what image I'm going to use.
That's what you have to do.
I'll probably put this one.
That one? That works. That's the picture we're talking about.
I'll put the picture I drew as the image.
And then this one.
No.
That's
That's an anime. That's an anime we'll have to watch.
I swear to God, I thought it was Yang.
No, but that's a really good anime, so I'm not going to let you start with that one.
Okay.
I'm going to start you with a really weird one.
Pokemon?
No. That's a really good one, too. And no, that's like 800 episodes. I want an anime we can finish.
Sword Art?
Sword Art, that's what that is. And that's 26 episodes. 27, counting the movie.
Okay.
We're not watching that, though, because that's a really good show. And I don't...
About. Is it the one with this?
No. We're not watching that either. That's a really good one, too. I'm starting with a weird one, which is probably going to be called My Sister Among Them.
I wish you could have seen what I just did, because it was really funny.
It was.
To anybody who's seen whatever show it is, because Kale won't
I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say the name. There's so many animes I watch where I'm like, I have no idea how to say that. There's one, I just learned how to say it, and I still say it wrong, but I know what it means.
I just learned how to say it, I still say it wrong, but I know what it means. That's one of the weirdest sentences I've ever heard.
Yes. Did I? No, okay, I was watching TV. I got back from to the IT Olympics, and I was sitting on my couch, and Emmy comes and says, we're watching TV, and a commercial comes on, and it's for like this like milk bone for dogs, and this lady's planting flowers, and the dog just walks over and drops the bone in the hole, and no joke, I'm sitting there, I just yell at TV. I go, get your bone out of my flower hole, you dog. And after I said it, I realized what I had said, and I'm like, what the frick is wrong with me? And then I started laughing for 20 minutes, and this other commercial comes on, and it's this little girl, and she runs around the corner and goes, hey, can I help with that? And the dad's like, oh yeah, sure, and she goes, just kidding, and runs off, and I just start laughing again. Now I'm not sure what I'm laughing at, and I'm like, am I laughing about my comment or what the little girl just did? But it was literally the funniest 10 minutes ever. But I said that. No, I think I say it better now. I said, get your bone out of my flower hole, you dog. And I was like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever said.
Wow. It'd be something that you would say, too.
I was yelling at the TV, but my sister was right next to me. And then my dad was laying on the floor, and he just looked at me. Emmy was laughing, and she's like, did you hear him? I'm like, I hope he didn't hear me. And he's like, yeah, I heard him. I'm like, dang it.
Well, he's not going to do that. You did it on accident.
Well, I just yelled it because I was being a moron yelling at the TV. Because people yell at TV when they're dumb.
My brother is a total idiot. He was
I can take
sitting on a couch with my mom a couple days ago, and he was watching TV, and I said I wanted to watch Spaceballs because I'd never seen it before.
It's a good movie.
I said, let's watch Spaceballs, and my brother goes, huh, balls. And
then looks
I'm sitting right next to my mom, and he looks over and sees my mom's there, and he goes,
and she's just like.
And she's like, Sean?
And he's
no.
like, Sean? No.
And then she was like, Ryan, we're not watching that movie. I said, why? And she's
because your
brother's an idiot.
Is that what she said?
No.
No, man, that is awesome.
I wish she would have.
See, my mom, that's something, there was one time.
She thinks it a lot.
There's so many things I could say to make, not make fun of my mom, but they're just funny about my mom. But there was one time we were all at our house playing, apples to apples in the basement. And that game's funny. If you play it right,
it's funny.
It can be very funny as long as you play. Sorry, if you play it wrong, it's hilarious. So we're playing apples to apples, and my youngest sister comes downstairs, and she wants to play. And she's maybe, I think she was 12 when this happened. Okay, but she comes downstairs and wants to play. Well, we've already gone and played in the game for about 15 minutes. So it's like, no, you can't come in the game right now. You can come in the next time we play, the next round. Well, she goes upstairs and complains to my mom. Mm-hmm. My mom comes downstairs, and we're in the middle of this game, so we're laughing. And my mom comes down and starts yelling, and all she goes is, you guys need to stop messing around. And we all lose it laughing while she's trying to yell at us. And she's like trying to get us to calm down, and we can't do it. And then Emmy's friend picks up the phone and is pretending to use the phone and actually calls someone and puts it on speaker. She goes, oh, no, and hands it to someone. Instead of hanging it up, because she called someone, she hands it to someone else. And they go, what? And then and we can't stop laughing while my mom is trying to yell at us. And it's literally like 11 minutes or 10 minutes of us laughing while we're trying to quiet down and listen. And eventually we all got to a point where we could listen. And we were listening. And as soon as we were listening and she started talking again, Emmy's friend freaking picks up the phone again and just says, hi, we need to, and she starts talking. And we all lose it again. So it's like there's no focus going on. That was funny. Oh, my God. It's way funnier if you were there, though, because I'm sure the story was terrible.
That reminds me of something that I actually meant to talk about before this started. I was bowling. Probably a couple of weeks
That's where I went, over on that side of town. I went bowling. I suck at bowling.
I suck too.
Okay,
but
I'm fairly certain I look awesome bowling. I have like the perfect stance and everything, but the ball, no, yeah. He just did the perfect bowling pose, by the way. I'm sure my bowling pose is fantastic, but like every time I bowl, it turns to the right. Like,
I know.
I finally realized that, and I'm like, if you bowl to the right, I just get to the far left of the freaking lane, I'll hit the middle. And I did that, and then it went to the gutter on the left side. So I can't bowl. And I actually won 2 free bowling things that I was going to use that night, and I did not use them because they didn't accept them. I will never use them again in my life. I'm never going to want to go bowling. I never sit there and go, bowling would be fun. No, I'm like, see, bowling or go outside and punch a tree. Yeah, there's a tree's really close.
The tree's much closer.
Yeah, so...
let me finish my story.
Yeah,
I went to the bowling alley. It's probably the same one if it was on that side of town.
Yeah.
And their phone, when they answer, if you're standing next to the speaker, you can hear the person on the other side. And I had heard of this prank call before, but I'd never heard anybody actually do it.
Yeah.
This guy called the bowling alley, and he says, hi, do you guys have 10-pound balls? And the guy at the bowling alley goes, yeah. And the guy yells, good Lord, how do you walk? And hangs up. And I was like, dude, you're a genius. I've never actually thought of doing it. I've heard of that before, but I've never seen anybody do it.
That's so stupid. That's not near as bad as though I saw. There's this guy on a Vine, and he dresses up as Jesus and just does various things. And there was one, and it's this guy's driving, and the song "Jesus Takes the Wheel" starts playing in the background, and this guy just like floats in the window and just grabs the wheel from him. And I'm like, how the frick did they do this? He must have been
probably another car, and he was just leaning out the window.
You couldn't see another car though. Like they were the camera angle was back, so like you could have seen anything behind it. I don't know how the frick they did it. I think this guy is like possessed or something, and is just pretending.
Sometimes they will do it with like a
green screen,
maybe, but occasionally they will stand.
I don't know how we did it.
Like one of those
crazy.
ramps. That
And then there was another one. There was another one, and it was the same kind of moment, except he was at a drive-through, and he was about to take his food, and you just hear Jesus take the wheel, and Jesus sprints by the window, grabs the food, and just keeps running. It's like you just got your food was stolen. It's just funny.
You're stealing your food.
Yeah.
Jesus is hungry.
For righteousness.
Turn these rocks into bread.
Yeah, I don't think he did that.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. He was all like,
He was like, no.
He was all like, devil, nah. And then he threw dirt at him or something.
He's like, nah.
That's one of my favorite, like, that's something that would be cool to talk about. That's one of my favorite Bible stories is the story of the woman caught in adultery. That sounds weird, but that's one of my favorite stories because of how Jesus acts in it. They're all, like, trying to get him to, I'll talk for like an hour. They're trying to get him to, like, to pretty much condemn this woman, and he's all like, no. He's like... I'll finish this story real fast. He's like, I'm. If you guys are without sin, you do it. And they'll just kind of stand there, and he just starts drawing in the dirt. And I'm like, what is he drawing in the dirt? He probably just like drew like his mom and it's like him and his dad, and drew a house, and he's like, this is my family. And they're all like,
this is my uncle.
No, that's not how anime works. But there actually was an anime where the guy was an uncle, and I'm like, hey, it's just like what they thought it was. But that's like, I've only seen that in one anime, and it was like a really freaking obscure anime.
Should we try and drag this out and make it exactly an hour?
I will try to, no, I'm going to stop it on an hour and 1 minute. Awesome. Or an hour and 1 second. to mess with people. Because everyone wants an hour.
Hello?
Hi, Mom! Sorry, that was me yelling, trying to mess with him, and I sound like a teenager. Oh, wait,
okay, I'm with Kale. We're almost done doing what we're doing.
We're almost done doing what we're doing. So I'm copying.
Just a second.
We'll be out in just a second. He actually wants to talk to us, so I'm going to run outside. So, hold on. We got to wait 21 seconds.
Kale.
Well, not right now.
I know. He wants to talk to you.
We're literally just drawing this podcast out because I want to make it an hour and 1 minute because I know it bothers people. Or we could do we could do it 90 or 90 something. Never mind. We'll just do it an hour and 1 minute. So, guys, thanks for watching. Rewatch, list everything in the podcast was a topic. Thanks for watching, and it's gonna be a little bit more than a second because I want to finish this. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. Listen through everything in the podcast was a topic. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna kind of link that, but just re-listen to the podcast and find the key things in there that were like the DeviantArt page,
sorry about that.
all that stuff, and look it up, and then there should be some stuff on YouTube, probably this video, but it's not gonna be video. It's gonna be a photo and then this audio. So that's where this is gonna be, YouTube. Because that's easier for me. So thanks, and I'm going to end this now.